For those of you that are finished, and for those of you that are almost finished, can we just take a collective sigh of relief? Oh man, my year just finished. I literally just walked out of my last meeting. Last night was graduation, where some of my favorite students that I've ever had from cheesesteak. Look, we're at the same time. I mean, look at Kent's really short. Joe, Ox, Cephas.
But no, honestly, sitting here to see myself like being a teacher and hopefully pursuing my master's. So
What do you want to teach?
I want to teach English and special ed.
Kent. Like where the nicknames come from, or why I call people what I call.
Yeah.
Kent's real name. What's your real name? I'm forgetting for a second.
Dylan.
Dylan. Why did I really forget for a second? Kent was his brother, who was the only other Asian dude that ever went to our school. So when he came, I just started calling him by his brother's name because I thought it was funny.
Not gonna lie.
4 years later, I'm still calling him Kent.
That's gonna get you a bad. You mean that's bad, Reynolds.
Why is that bad? It's just funny.
What? The other Asian here too? You forgot the minority's name? It's like
Taj, what do you wish you knew freshman year that you now know first day of senior year?
That one thing that would be is that always take your time.
You're more important than I am. So
Always take your time and don't rush anything. Your time will come, and when the day comes, just make sure that you're prepared.
All these dudes finally graduated, and it was a relief. And as my year is ending, I'm never bummed that the end of the year is here. I'm usually not really worn out by the year. But this year, for any number of reasons, I am I could not wait till the end of the year. It just felt like every day I was, battling to keep it together, right? And that's school stuff, that's personal stuff, it's my kids' stuff, it's just my stuff. And so I've been getting a lot of emails from you all, and I've been seeing comments and getting DMs on Instagram, and I just wanted to speak to that for a moment and kind of talk about how I'm choosing to look at that and how I'm choosing to go forward, because I think it will benefit you. To those of you whose year did not go as planned, for those of you that this was your first year and it was much harder than you thought, for those of you that this was your 10th or 20th or 30th year and it did not go as planned, for the math teachers that were asked to teach reading, for the teachers that are just tired of moving from room to room to room with every class, to the teachers that felt unsupported by their administration or were just cast out of the rest of the faculty. No one wanted to play with you. And for the rest of the teachers that just had a hard year. One of the things that I love the most about teaching is the previous year does not indicate whether or not you will be successful the following year. I've had years where I've felt like I've crushed it, and then the next year sucked. I've had years that year sucked and was terrible, but the next year, for some reason, it was just filled with so much joy, and I just did better than I ever expected to. And that is part of the beauty of teaching. It's part of the beauty of summer vacation. Stepping away from your problems for a minute and then going back feeling refreshed and renewed. And sometimes that renewal does not come until the last 2 weeks or the last couple days of August, when you're just about to go back to school. So this summer, when you're feeling like being on break and you're trying to stop thinking about school or that one kid or that one mom that really got mad at you and you didn't know what to say back at the time that your admin didn't back you in that meeting with the kid and the thing, and it's too much, you can't force the recovery. The recovery will come, but I promise you it will come. And next year, you may just have the best class that you've ever hoped for. You may even, in the midst of the worst class next year, have that one or two students that you knew you really needed to have, because you were going to be the one that helped those students to have a better year. That when those scared new students who present themselves in any number of ways, as too tough, as too soft, as kids that cry at everything, as kids that are too needy and they're always on your leg because you can't move around the room because they're still in kindergarten and their mom lets them do different stuff at their dad's house than they do at their house, and then now they're clingy to you, I get it. But the fact of the matter is, whether you have your roster already or not, you just don't know who's showing up next year. And people can dog teachers all they want for having 2 months off in the summer, but when you put in hours like we do, when you put in work like we do, It takes that time off to really recuperate. And in the summer, it's not just about taking off and chilling and doing nothing, but what are you filling yourself up with? And that's up to you, without judgment. Is it what good stuff are you filling yourself up with so that you can come back next year and be everything you can be for the students, for the rest of the staff, for the world, for your teaching community in your school? The world thing was a little bit, that might have been a little bit much, right? Getting a little bit ahead of myself. It's like delusions of grandeur or something.
I'm out of it for a little while. Everybody gets delusions of grandeur.
But that's how I choose to look at the summer. What am I listening to? What am I reading? What movies am I watching? How much time am I spending on the beach or with my kids? Am I choosing to catch up with students over the summer? How much time am I spending on YouTube? How much time am I spending on side business stuff? I do not let this stuff just happen to me. I plan it out so that I'm sure that I'm giving myself the amount of love and care that I need to sort of recuperate from this year, which was a tumultuous year. It was hard. And so in my own small way to help with that, my hope is this summer is to make videos as many as possible. The dream would be able to have a video every day in July, but I'm not sure if that's realistic yet. But I want to provide as much content as I can to help all of you that are going back into the classroom or going into the classroom for the first time, to have as much content as you can to help you out. And if you're new to this channel, there's links below to the Facebook group, Real Rap with Reynolds Teacher Talk, that it has, like, at this point, I don't know how many people are in it, like over 1,100, but it's a lot of great people with good comments, and it's closed. So there's no parents, there's no other, there probably isn't another teacher that you know in there. There's no students, there's no companies. It's just teachers caring for one another. There's also mentoring that I provide that you can connect with me one-on-one for 30-minute to hour-long meetings a week, and you can hit me up about prices and availability for that. And then there's YouTube. It's free, and I'm not the only one. There's tons of other YouTubers out there at this point that you can connect with, you can reach out, find their channel, and then consume as much content as you want. Fill yourself up with all that goodness that all these people are putting out for free for you to help you out this summer. And who knows, by the end of the summer, maybe you'll end up starting your own YouTube channel and having a space where you can fill others up with all that goodness that you've been getting from other people too. Gang, I hope you have the best summer ever. I hope it fills you with hope. I hope that you are rested. I hope you make some bad decisions, because those just make for great stories afterwards. And I hope to see you all a lot this summer. Peace.